on going. And we're underway from the bank. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down, New England.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. A lot of space ahead. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
On the gun, it's May. No left side cut by Douglas. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. We send a man in motion. Henderson's going to get it on 3rd down. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Pistol snap to Jackson. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Lamar off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
They'll run here with Henry. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. On play action, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Patriots.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. Kicked it outside and found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second 10.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
He's got it over the middle. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Patriots. First down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, New England.
Off the play action, May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
A gain of 15.
From the red zone now.
And a Patriot first down.
Complete out to the right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Makes the catch. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as he puts them in goal to go. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double.
And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots break the tie here in the first. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish. Because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. So after a second look, they say he did not break the plane. No touchdown. Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Patriots break the tie here in the first.
Okay, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Out of the gun, Henry. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly. How you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another run for Henry. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter. Ravens in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
It's his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Prater adds the PAT. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return this, Marcus Jones. Showing a little burst so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May now. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
It's Henderson on the give. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Motion man left is Brown. 1st down throw for May. Finds a man right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. He'll run for the 1st time here with Antonio Gibson. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. In the red zone on 1st. That's his running back, Antonio Gibson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead.
Kate, I don't think we're alone up here in the booth. Anytime they've reached the red zone, you can feel every eye in the building looking.
And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down. Here's Lamar. throw left is intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
May now from the gun. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. On the move, headed right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He fields this at the 18. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He cuts it right. It's a foot race. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the second. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. He gets loose down the right side. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens take a slim 2-point lead.
Patriots 26. Prater is set to kick
Now
off.
Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. They'll get it completed to Travion Henderson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. First down now, ball at the 33. Henderson here from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Chidobe Awuzie, and they're on the tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the gun, it's May. Taken in by Williams outright. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Third down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's got to run for it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
That's taken in by Henry. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Here's May. Throwing this one back at the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. In the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Ball is out, and they lost it. The Ravens pick it up. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
There are so many fundamental details to play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away.
And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's May to the air. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Mario Douglas, the intended target. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots jump in front now by 5. We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squiver. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, as that takes us into the break. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This will end up as a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Marcus Jones.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
He cuts it back right. And he gets this down near the 30.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, May. Now he's past the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
It's inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Henderson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Throwing is May. Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
Corey Gallis connects. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time left. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Already.
From the gun, Jackson. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th and forever coming up. Looking to throw. Headed out right. And they pick him off again. Marcus Williams has it. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You say that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. May. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Drops this underneath. It's Gibson. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage once again. That 7-yard line as they get set. 2nd and goal.
The 7-yard line.
What's up? Crazy.
Looking now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Flying down the middle of Henry. Just a yard on the play block, but thanks to the previous penalty, we now got 2nd and 4.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Lamar out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Escapes out to the left. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Escapes the pocket. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Give now to Henderson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He has the burst over the middle. And they get this down the 12-yard line before being stopped. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Patriots in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the win here.
And the Patriot 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Shoots away from one. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
May now, 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this. Now May on 4th down. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one's complete, right side. Gets it to the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know who you put. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Patriots 50, Ravens 34.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him out.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
He stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It brings up 3rd down.
Sticking with Henderson. We'll have the 1st down and even more. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Trying an inside give to Henderson. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal, New England.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Patriots moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Henderson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal. On the gun, it's May. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see it thrown that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. for him here. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offensive line fast.
And the Baltimore.
First down, here's Lamar. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Lamar and the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for two. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Patriots are there to bring in the kick, and that should just about do it in this one. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they come, second down. Again, this is Gainwell. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Ravens going with a dime package now, third down. They'll air it out on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it. It's picked up inside the 45.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
First down throw for Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Forced out to his right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. That penalty's on the offense, Brock, so that play is going to go down as a pick.
You see a flag as a defender, and I guarantee you, your first thought is, oh, man, this is going to come back, right? Well, not this time. He gets to hang on to that interception.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. So the Patriots